Hey, John and Dylan, it's Pop Pop. Gramps is out walking. I thought I might read you some more of this book of poems from Where the Sidewalk Ends. So let's see if we can pick up where we left off yesterday. This one's called Jimmy Jet and his TV set. I'll tell you the story of Jimmy Jet, and you know what I'll tell you is true. He loved to watch his TV set almost as much as you. He watched all day, he watched all night, till he grew pale and lean, from the early show to the late, late show, and all the shows in between. He watched till his eyes were frozen wide, and his bottom grew into his chair, and his chin turned into a tuning dial, and antenna grew out of his hair. And his brains turned into TV tubes, and his face to a TV screen. The two knobs that saying vert and horrors grew where his ears had been. And he grew a plug that looked like a tail, so we plugged in little Jim. Now instead of watching TV, we sit around and watch him. That's a problem, I guess, if you watch too much TV. This one's called Early Bird. Oh, if you're a bird, be an early bird, and catch the worm for your breakfast plate. If you're a bird, be an early bird, but if you're a worm, sleep late. Sky seasoning. A piece of sky broke off and fell through the crack in the ceiling, right into my soup. Kerplop. I really must state that I usually hate lentil soup, but I ate every drop. Delicious, delicious. A bit like plaster, but so delicious, goodness sake, I could have eaten a lentil soup lake. It's amazing the difference a bit of sky can make. That's kind of a strange one. The next one's called The Farmer and the Queen. She's coming, said the farmer to the owl. Oh, what shall I do? Shall I bow when she comes? Shall I twiddle my thumbs? The owl asked, Who? The queen, the royal queen shall pass the farm today. Shall I salute? Asked the horse. The horse said, Nay. Shall I give her a gift? He asked the wren. A lovely memento for her to keep. An egg or a peach or an ear of corn. The wren said, Cheap. But should I curtsy or should I cheer? Oh, here's her carriage now. What should I do? He asked the dog. The dog said, Bow. And so I did, and so she passed. Oh, tra-la-la-la-la. She smiled, she did, he told the sheep. The sheep said, Bah. Next one's called Pancake. Who wants a pancake, sweet and piping hot? Good little Grace looks up and says, I'll take the one on top. Who else wants a pancake, fresh off the griddle? Terrible Teresa smiles and says, I'll take the one in the middle. That could cause some problems. Next one is called Smart. This is a good one for two smart children. My dad gave me $1 bill because I'm his smartest son. So I swapped it for 2 shiny quarters because 2 is more than 1. Then I took the quarters and traded them to Lou for 3 dimes. I guess he didn't know that 3 is more than 2. Just then along came old blind Bates, and just because he can't see, he gave me 4 nickels for my 3 dimes, and 4 is more than 3. And I took the nickels to Hiram Coombs down at the seed feed store, and the fool gave me 5 pennies for them, and 5 is more than 4. And then I went and showed my dad, and he got red in the cheeks, and closed his eyes and shook his head, too proud of me to speak. I don't think he was really proud of them. You might have to get Mommy and Daddy to explain that one to you. Us, the last one. Me and him and me, we're always together, as you can see. I wish he'd leave, so I'd be free. I'm getting a little bit tired of he. and he may be a bit bored with me. On movies and ladies we cannot agree. I like to dance, he likes to ski. He likes the mountains, I love the sea. I like hot chocolate, he wants his tea. I want to sleep, he has to pee. He's meaner and duller and fatter than me, but I guess there's worse things we could be. Instead of two, we could be three. Me and him and him and me. Well, maybe just do one more since it's on the page. I'm making a list. I'm making a list of things I must say for politeness and goodness and kindness and gentleness, sweetness and rightness. Hello, pardon me. How are you? Excuse me. Bless you. May I? Thank you. Goodbye. If you know something I forgot, please stick them in your eye. Okay, that's it from Pop Pop tonight. I love you. Get a good night's sleep.